Hi guys, please read the disclaimer. Hello beautiful people, shalom money makers. The Fed just did something that had everybody surprised, confused. What's going on here? We're going to talk about that, how it could affect XRP, and we'll talk about the former CTO of Ripple, David Schwartz, and his answer to a question why basically XRP. We'll get into that as well. And we'll talk a little bit about November and how November has acted in the past for the crypto market for XRP. As always, not financial advice, always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. These are only my opinions on the market and XRP. Don't forget, beautiful smile, smash that like button. Let's try to get 2,000 likes on this video. Something's flying around here. some what's it called in English? Mosquito, a mosquito or something is flying around here. So beautiful smile, smash the like button, and let's get into it. So currently XRP is sitting at $2.49, almost 250, right? $2.50. Bitcoin, sorry, is it 110,229? Ethereum 3875, Solana 185. The crypto market hasn't really moved today too much. There's always outliers, like the vert and things like that move significantly today. But for the most part, a few big green bubbles. But for the most part, it's kind of a mixed bag. And the big dogs, the top five, haven't really seen much movement today. There's not a lot of liquidity. There's not a lot of volume. The crypto fear is up a little bit, so it's less fearful at 33. It was yesterday 29, which is the lowest that we had seen since October 23rd, where October 23rd was the day that we were around here when we hit 106. So that's where we saw yesterday the fear, because we did drop to 106 again the night before. So you can see similar patterns that are happening right now in the crypto market. And it will be interesting because historically, November is a month that we have seen big movements. It doesn't mean that if you go to the average, it's the best one, right? But this is mainly skewed by the 2013 movement, which was this massive number, right? So again, if we remove this 2013 number, the average is a lot lower. But we did see last year was a very good year for November. And the year before was okay. 2022, we were red. In 2021, we were red. 2020, we were very green. But that also came after a green October. So anybody that says to you that they know exactly what is going to happen, they do not know, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen. I am not a prophet. I don't know day to day what is going to happen. So that's, again, very, very important to remember. Also, I just want to remind you that I will never DM you. I'm not sending you messages. I'm not contacting you on social media. There's a lot of scammers out there that are using my image and trying to scam people. A lot of these have been reported. A lot of them have been down, but they come back. Okay, so be very careful out there. Don't interact with them. Stay safe. Okay, not just me, other content creators, other YouTubers, they are not sending you DMs. They're not trying to get you to sign up to something weird. Be very careful out there. Don't click on any links that seem suspicious. There's a lot of things going on now. People are getting a little bit restless because the market is not moving or the market is down, and people are trying to take advantage. So please be very, very careful. Okay, very, very important. The Fed just did something very weird and surprising. Breaking, the Fed pumps $29.4 billion into markets overnight. The Fed quietly injected this amount into the banking system via overnight repos, the highest in years, a clear sign that there could be a liquidity stress on the system. Okay. You can see suddenly, right? We saw this big, massive entrance. It could be winding down the QT, the quantitative tightening, right? That the Fed chairman said it was going to uh, pause on December 1st. This could be why this is happening, but this is a little bit concerning. You know, whenever you see something extreme happening in the markets or extreme happening with the Fed, it raises concerns. It raises concerns for investors. It raises concerns for, banks and things like that. So we need to take that into consideration as well, right? I told you, I will give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I give you everything about the market. Sometimes people might rub them the wrong way, but I prefer that way. Okay. I know there's a lot of channels out there that do things different. This is how I do it. And I've been doing it for a while like this. And hopefully you appreciate it. Something interesting, if we're talking about the Fed, is that the probability of a reduction of interest rates, just went down significantly. So if a week ago we were at 98.1% here for the Fed reducing interest rates to 350, 375, now it's gone down to 59.3, and we're at a 40% chance of the Fed not doing anything, right? Or even, right, we're at 375, 4. So this is a very interesting scenario where we have, after the Fed comments, where he didn't actually say that there would be no reduction of interest rates in December. They just said that they would have to see where the numbers were in December. And that freaked out the market a little bit because people in the comment section were saying that that's not what happened. He said that they will have to take the data when they get to December and make a decision then. They're not going to say, hey, we're going to continue with the reductions. This is how we're playing it out. And again, that created fear, but we saw that only crypto sold off. So again, I'm still with my theory that there could be a big player that was closing positions because of what happened on October 10th. That's still my theory. Maybe I'm right about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, this is just theory. We won't know until there's an announcement that happens that someone went insolvent or someone went bankrupt. So that's important to remember. By the way, it's Halloween. Hopefully, you didn't eat too much candy and your tummy is not hurting. We are having a Halloween special event with our partner BTCC. If you're interested, we're having this 3,333 XRP this event, right? And so if you want to be included in the draw, you need to sign up using my link. It also, people that already sign up will be eligible. Link is in description down below. You can get that through my email list website, and you can sign up through there, right? And we have the link. But please, please, please trade responsibly. I've made significant amounts, but I've also lost a lot of significant amounts, and trading is risky. So again, please, please, please trade responsibly. And if you do use my link, I will get a commission. So thank you for that. So again, please trade responsibly. There was a question that was stated from the Wolf of All Streets, talking about asking why XRP, basically, right? And there was a lot of answers, and people were angry, and people, but David Schwartz came out and basically gave, he's the best person to answer this, right? Out of all the people. And he went on and did many posts about this. I want to start out with the first post. It says, do you want to use a blockchain where people can be their own bank and no middleman tax their transaction? Or do you want to be someone else's bank and tax their transactions? If you want to be the latter, there are dozens of blockchains for you. If you want to be the former, there's XRP. I do think XRP's special place on XRPL ensures that XRP will capture some of the value XRPL transactions generate. XRP is the only asset without any counterparty that can be accessed by every account in every jurisdiction with no risk of default, freeze, or clawback, right? This is from David Schwartz. This is his statement. This is his tweet. And he says, can we have a proper discussion? Very curious about the role the token itself plays in the ecosystem and how much current adoption there is, right? Theoretical value based on what is being built, not set off. That's the nature of the new tech. And he says, the funny thing is that I think that most of the value of most cryptocurrency come from expected future speculation. We've talked about this before, by the way, that any single investment that you make, you're always thinking of future speculation. If you're buying a house or buying a property, right, real estate, you're thinking, well, the area is going to appreciate, and then I'm going to have a higher value, and then I can sell or do something with that, and that's how people make money from real estate, basically, right? Of course, it's a lot more complex than that. And anything, right? Stock market, crypto, you don't know. Sometimes it can go up, sometimes it can go down. We have to be very careful. So if you care about future price changes, what people think will happen is much more important than what has happened. Okay, that's many times what we've seen in the market. When there's anticipation that something is going to happen, the market will go up in anticipation of that, right? Just buy the rumor, sell the news type of action. It says, look at Bitcoin. Most of the current investment thesis is something like, imagine if most companies start storing 1% of their treasury in Bitcoin, what will it do to the price, right? And that's the question. So it's saying potentially in the future, this could happen, right? That's interesting, right? And then he goes on and he gives a very, where is it here? About how more technical on how XRPL works and the whole chain. Now, if you're interested, I'm not going to go over all of this. I'll link to it in this Twitter thread or X thread in the description. And you can go and read a little bit more about how the token potentially works on the blockchain. I don't know how many people actually that are invested in XRP know how the blockchain works and all the technical stuff. You can let me know in the comment section if you have researched that or not. Actually, I'm interested how many people, did that research before they decided XRP was for them. I'm probably thinking it's about 50-50, maybe less, right? Let me know in the comment section down below. You can also drop 8 or triple eights for infinity and beyond. Smash the like button. Again, check out the links in the description. I'll link my Twitter account here as well, so you can follow me on Twitter. So again, links in the description down below. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. Again, I won't contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or to send me any money. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, see you later.